Boy, she was fighting with the kids the other night, wasn't she? She was really... I didn't know this about Baby Girl, but she's very rough on Crazed and Spandy.
Yeah.
Very rough on Crazed and Spandy.
No patience.
Yeah.
No patience for them.
I hope she didn't hear that Santa Has a Secret song, because she could be mean. But then the other night, well, everybody was together for Thanksgiving. By the way, all the congratulations in the world to Mooch and Pixie. They ran out and got married without any of us knowing it. And that's the best kind of wedding you can ever have. A wedding that nobody knows about. You just say, hey, we're back. But everybody was bringing food in that night. And then Spandyman was not happy with the way his ziti went over.
He had a tray of baked ziti, and it found its way at the end of the line, so he was upset at where it was placed.
Right.
And then after the Thanksgiving was over, we threw it away.
Yeah, and I was in here, I was listening to Baby Girl just beat up. Just beaten up on Crazed and Spandy. Why Spandy was sitting there sucking on an Oxycontin. I never saw anyone use an Oxycontin like it was a sweet tart. Just letting it melt in their mouth. But so I hear some screaming in the other room. I come out. Franklyn was in tears yelling at you.
Yes.
How did that get started?
Okay, so after we threw the Spandy's ziti in the garbage, we got our intern Nico to pick it out of the garbage, walk it into Spandy, or we were going to do this and say, Spandyman, we found your ziti. It was in the garbage, which we thought
that
was
would have
quite
destroyed
humorous.
him.
Yes, and that's what we were trying to do. We thought it was going to be hysterically funny. And you know what? This is, like I said before, it's 2:02. Well, anyway,
Right.
Franklyn, he happened to be standing there watching us. He jumps in and goes, "You can't do that, Dandy Mandy. That man has feelings, Thanksgiving. What's the matter with you?" And we're like, Franklyn, it's a fucking practical joke. It's the Ron Fez show, for fuck's sake. And he was screaming.
He had tears in his eyes when I came out. You were so angry.
Upset.
I was pissed at him, actually.
Why?
I think that, there's funny stuff, there's pranks that are funny and shit. I think that was kind of rude to, it's one thing to say that, to throw it away and kind of giggle ourselves, but when the cat's looking for his expensive freaking restaurant tray.
Well, why didn't you eat it?
Well, I didn't. Well, number one, it was in the garbage, and I'm not going to do that.
Before that.
Well, I thought it was meat, so I just didn't touch it.
It wasn't. It was ziti.
Yeah, I thought it had meat in
Not
meat
meaty,
sauce. You know what I
ziti.
mean? But yeah, I thought it was
The sauce
in
is
bad
tomato
taste.
sauce. You thought it tasted bad, so you
No, I
wouldn't
thought
eat
that
it.
Dave was in bad taste.
Why does everyone feel like they need to judge everybody else's actions around here?
just
why
let it.
can't whatever Dave does to Spandy be between Spandy and Dave? When is there a superhero coming in from Brooklyn screaming at Dave?
It didn't
and who
make
was
sense.
behind all this, Dave?
Well,
who started it?
Well, I have to say, HTG was the Dr. Xavier of this whole thing. I mean,
Mean Girl.
Yeah, she was.
By
the
the
one.
way, she and your wife are doing a Hanukkah song. for
They
us.
are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Candles, candles, candles. The jingles bells.
So, and no, but I mean, HTG simply was pointing out, Franklyn, Jesus, why? What do you care? It was going to be a funny joke, and Franklyn, rather than yelling at a woman,
Right.
takes all his anger out on me. Much the same that if Pepper could kick Earl in the shins, but Earl's going to yell at me if I say
Right,
that
I see.
there's some sauce
All
on
right,
his
well,
mouth.
let's let Franklin deal with that.
Yeah,
Hey, why are you taking it out on Dave? What HTG said?
Well, what Deb said was, "Why are you being like me?" And I was like, "Well,
Why are you being what?
Like her, like if she was more caring usually than other people around."
So she was calling you a woman.
Yeah, and I didn't acknowledge it. I just kind of went right into the studio because I
How
thought,
come you didn't acknowledge it?
because I didn't feel like getting into an argument.
Or
I wanted to actually stop the event from happening.
do you feel like you're above a woman and you don't have to argue with a woman?
No, I find that it's not respectful to be arguing in public with a woman like that. It's
You
just
were
that-
arguing like a woman when I came out. First of all, you called me away from my time, which I was enjoying Baby Girl But why wouldn't you yell at Baby Girl? The thing that she was saying
I completely.
to
It was her
Crazed and
fault, not Debbie's
Spandy-
fault. She started this, and I completely talked to Baby Girl about
Oh,
that.
no, you didn't. You
Dave,
yelled at me.
I David, I yelled at you
Everyone-
because you were being an ass. Baby Girl was
Why?
actually.
It was funny. It would have been funny. And
Now, here's the thing about you, Franklin. You always think that your morals are above the boys, that somehow you have a higher moral code. But let me ask everybody here, would any of you say to somebody else, I could have fucked original Lily?
No,
I would never say that.
I would never say it in
Well,
a
I know
million
you
years.
wouldn't, Prop 8.
I wanted to.
I heard that you made that statement.
I don't recall this statement. I'm not going to deny the statement. But
Why wouldn't you deny it?
Well, because I generally can
Because
fuck most people.
I would deny it if it was said about me.
Well, I wouldn't because I don't know if I said it or not. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. If your moral code is so high, why would you go around saying stuff
Well, I
like
generally have the belief that I can sleep with anyone I put my mind to. So I wouldn't deny that I could do that. You know what I mean? It's
But
just
what,
wouldn't be my
is that the
interest.
type of thing you say about friends?
I don't think that I said that. I'm not sure.
Oh, you're lying. He's lying.
Maybe. How can I be lying if I said I don't know if I said it? I haven't taken a
Because
stance on a
if you
statement.
didn't say it, you would say, I never said that. The worst thing is when people
or
are like,
that
I
could be a
don't know.
lie. I'm not a person to just run up and say some kind of like definitive answer if I don't know for a fact.
Yes, you do. You're
No,
a
I
human
don't.
being.
All right,
If you didn't
hold
say
on,
it.
I have the person that you said to. Hi, you're on Run Fez.
How's it going, buddies?
Oh, it's the new groom.
Yay!
Hey, Mooch. Congratulations, by the way, pal.
Cheers, boys. Thanks a lot. No,
Yeah.
we were in the booth, and Lily was doing our kind of racist diatribe, one of her kind of racist rants, and I was going, why are you friends with this chick? She's a racist. You know, she doesn't like you. She doesn't look at you like a normal person. He was like, Lily would do me. Oh, Lily would do me.
Oh,
Jesus.
jeez.
Fucking,
Gross.
what's his name was there? Thingy.
Who can back you up on this?
What's fucking, Scruffy. Scruffy was there.
Oh, Scruffy, sure. Scruffy, you,
Yeah, I heard it. Yep.
I'll accept it. That's
two,
fine.
That's definitely two witnesses.
I have no.
accept it.
No,
Yep.
I think maybe then you should apologize to Dave for throwing Spandy's food in the trash.
Thank you, Ryan.
I will never apologize to Dave.
Why?
Oh, Dave is not worth an apology. That argument was completely justified. I will
No, it
never apologize to
wasn't.
Dave.
It was a joke.
That was
and
wrong.
How is it wrong?
It was wrong. The cat was like looking for his shit beforehand. We all laughed about the fact that nobody ate it in the first place. I think it took it
Including
a little too
you.
far. Yes.
How did it go too far? If no one ate my mom's box chocolate
Let
cake,
me
I
tell you
didn't cry,
something.
River.
This is how fucking disgusting people are. They ate those cupcakes that I saw
I know.
that Sam's cupcakes that were in the shit house.
Yes.
And no one ate my mom's cake. I didn't go nuts. I didn't, go upset and run to Franklyn.
That's because you kept bringing up her box. All right, hold on. Here's HTG. HTG.
All right, I was not the ringleader. Maybe in the end I was, but when it all started, I was the one saying no.
All right, but what then is Franklyn blaming you?
Well, the weirdest thing with the Franklyn thing was that I was the one arguing with Franklyn and yelling at Franklyn.
That's what we're
and
saying.
he won't even look at me or answer me. Every answer he has to me, he's screaming at Dave, and it made no sense.
That's what I was trying to say. Not that she was the
that is
ringleader.
not that you do owe an apology to Dave for.
If Deb was actually Deb, if you were arguing with me when I came back out of the studio, then I just didn't hear you because I was focused on Dave.
I wasn't
apologize.
talking.
And you answered everything I said except yelling at Dave instead of me.
Dave said to me,
They don't sound
"Why
that
would
much
you
alike."
not argue with baby girl because she has tits?" And I said,
said
"Yes,
I said
I will
that to
never
you,
argue with
Franklyn.
baby girl."
Well,
over
listen,
Dave.
listen, who
You
said
go
it?
throw it in the garbage. How come you've got your arm around her and are making smiles at her when she's the one who started it?
And that's
So
what he-
Dave never said that at all.
I never said that.
You got that from HTG. Now you're all standing there together. It's not like you're on a conference call.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that women are good enough for you to argue with, and then you can't be friends with guys.
Right, or you have a displaced anger issue where you fucking want to take something out on me, but you would attribute other things that people are
I don't
saying.
think my anger on you is displaced
I
at
never
all. We
told-
can
It's
find
displaced.
millions of
I
reasons for me to be angry
It's
with
displaced.
Reason
He
number
really
4,
was keeping
Candy
his
and
mouth shut.
Mandy.
Earl's sitting there looking like he's ready to cry.
Now the real person behind this all has managed to stay out of it, which is Sam. But he was hilarious.
We haven't even gotten to Sam, actually.
go ahead.
That's where the argument started. Because, the problem I found was that when we found the garbage, the thing in the garbage, I cleaned it up.
Garbage.
I took off the garbage off of it and said, look,
Garbage.
Spandy, your thing's here. Sam wanted to put more garbage on it and make it a joke. I said, okay, that's funny, but it's not something we should do here on Thanksgiving because it's, the kid's already upset about it. Why don't we leave it alone?
Dude.
So they put more garbage on this stuff. You know what? Not for nothing. If I am semantically wrong about the words that we're saying here, It makes no difference because the fact is, what you did was wrong.
Franklyn, this is not the fucking Osmonds Thanksgiving.
It don't make no difference.
It's
Right is right and wrong is
Thanksgiving,
wrong.
which still means
And Franklyn,
genuine sentiment.
I agree with you to an extent. Like I said at the beginning, I was like, you guys, that's mean. That's too far. But I didn't, like, actually try to
It
stop
wasn't mean.
them.
And let me
do.
tell you something,
If
Franklin.
something
What
is
you're talking
wrong-
about being right, who's nicer to those guys than us? We're the only one
I
who
agree.
invite them
You
anywhere.
had nothing to do with this. You guys are totally
No,
being
but,
nice. to them.
but everybody, I come out and you're in fucking tears and screaming. All right, hold on. Here is the girl that you said that you read the riot act to, baby girl. Hey, baby girl.
Hi, Ronnie.
Hey,
Hi,
lady.
honey.
Hi, Franklin. Franklin did actually talk to me about this. But I kind of disagree with Franklin on this one. It was funny.
Of course it was.
It was.
Dude,
If it happened to, like, Franklin, if it happened to, like, me, you're friends with me. If somebody did that to me, it would be really funny. It's just that you feel bad for him.
Yes, I
Yes, you feel
completely agree
superior
with
to
you.
him.
Yep.
That's the fucking
The fact
problem
that
with you.
this kid-
You don't
No,
treat him
that's
like
not
one of the
true.
guys.
Not him
You
by-
treat him like he's a fucking retard.
I treated
that
like
has
him. He
to
was
be-
a dude in a corner on drugs, looking sad and upset.
That's
at
not
that
Bullshit,
moment.
that's not him. He's coming in
wasn't
here
him like the other
wearing,
day?
having spandex, having a good time with
All
us.
right, well then you know what? Maybe I am wrong.
Nor
in
is
this
it
whole
up
situation.
to Franklin to make these decisions. Well, he's a guy
It's
in the
up to
corner
you
on
to make a
drugs.
decision to hurt somebody.
Everybody was laughing but you.
Everyone, and not only that, Franklin. I say it again. It's a ball-busting world we live in.
Was that on the radio? Or was that
It doesn't
off the radio?
matter.
It is now.
Holy shit!
True.
You
Yes.
think that
No,
Ron,
it does
wait a
matter
second.
because that was
Do
your
you
point.
think that
Your
Ron
point right
only,
now is that it's
do you
202
think that Ron
world.
only does
Don't
wisecracks
fucking
on the air from noon to 3? Or
Yeah,
do you
but
think
you know
he
what?
also busts balls?
In fucking
You think
justification
Fez
to
does
your
what he
point
does
right
off the
now,
air?
in relation to your point, that's exactly what it was.
Well,
that it was a joke.
no,
It's 202. You got wrong right now,
Bullshit.
and you're upset. That's
I
all
know.
it is.
Franklin, I resent the fact that you think that we're all faking
Right.
our personalities noon to 3.
I resent the fact that you think
You
I'm faking my
just
personality.
insinuated that by
You're constantly telling me that I'm a fucking phony and fake. Fuck
Because
that,
you
Dave. You're
are.
fucking bullshit, man. You're talking bullshit.
No,
You're mad
I am
because
not.
of the fact that I'm right and you have some guilt about that shit and you joke about that shit. Don't fucking try to play me or that.
Franklin, holy
Everyone
shit.
funny.
Everyone did, dude. There was
I'm not
30
even
people
saying
in
that people
here.
didn't find that funny.
Even
I'm
me
saying
and
that
I'm
me
always the
personally,
big
I found it morally wrong.
Franklin,
and I'm not a person to sit
we
back
are
when I
off
find
the
morally
radio.
wrong.
Franklin, last year we were off the radio, okay? I think Ron or Fez said, Dave, why don't you do a little worm dance? I'm not under the illusion that I'm fucking Michael Jackson. I know I'm a shitty dancer. Everyone's going to be laughing at me. Do you think I care? It's a ball-busting, fun-loving, let's go with the fucking bit type place.
That was
On and
your
off the air.
choice. That was
On and
your
off the
choice
air.
about your own pride, about yourself.
No, it's
Did
not.
Spandy come here and say he wants to be your fucking poppy show? No, he did not.
Franklin, man, you
He
are
wore spandex.
sensitive, dude.
He was
You
somebody's
are
best
too
friend.
sensitive for
It
that.
has
Dude,
nothing to do with my
no,
sensitivity towards
Yes,
it.
yes,
it does.
yes, it is. The guy comes in here wearing spandex. He comes
we
in
laughed
bitching.
at.
Who's we?
I
Don't
laughed
fucking
at
include
it, Dave
yourself
laughed at
as
it.
part of we. You're not weing here at all. You're the only one who's fucking angry. And now you're going to say, I'm going to decide for everyone when it's funny time and when it's not funny fucking
That
time.
is not what I decided. That's what
Yes!
that's what you guys are implying that I decided.
Right.
I decided that for me, this was something I didn't want to see. And if other people wanted to make a decision against
Then
that,
go
they have the right to do.
You're the worst.
And you know what?
You're the same type of person who doesn't like a radio show and they complain about it rather than turning it the fuck off.
Or it's I'm the person who tried to stop that and then walked away
Why
and then was
stop
called
it?
back consistently to argue with you.
Why intervene, Franklin?
Because
You're
I
making yourself
have a
out to be the
poor-
hero of XM.
You're playing me out to be the hero of XM by making yourself be the freaking gutter
No.
trash of XM. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm making myself out to be gutter trash, saying I have
Exactly.
A
You're making yourself out. I haven't called myself as anything. You came in here and I have justified my actions to you.
No, Franklin. I'm saying that we wanted to do a fucking joke. If you think it was a shitty joke, then leave. Or there's a million different avenues. But to ruin, you're in the minority. 98% of the people there thought it was funny.
And did
ask
the
the
joke
people
continue?
on the phone right now. Ask HDD, ask Mooch, ask Baby Girl, ask any of them. Was it funny, Mooch?
Brazilian Julie asked even she thought it was hilarious.
Kind people like Brazilian Julie. She's the sweetest person in the world. She wanted to see it happen.
What?
You ran out of air there, big man.
Franklin, you're out of base. Moochie.
let me ask you something. Why do you come into that show? From the very early on, you made it clear that you thought you were better than us. From the Linnaeus D bit.
You people, you made it clear to me that I thought I was better than you guys. If I have a problem, I speak it immediately because that's the kind of person I am. Your impression of who I am has justified this.
You can't talk over people.
Sorry.
On radio.
You don't understand the type of show that they do. You don't like that kind of comedy, so why do you keep coming in? Nobody wants you there. The stuff you do is to do a completely different show. There's not room, literally not room in that office for you to be there. And yet you still keep coming in, and you don't get the comedy, and you don't like the style of fun that we have. So why do you do it? Why do you keep coming in?
Let me explain the joke to you, all right, Franklin? A guy bakes ziti. He takes all day, right? Mm-hmm. Then that ziti's thrown in the trash. That's the punchline. That's the punchline. This is as old as the earth itself.
Which we all laughed about. I had no problem. I mean, I knew for hours that occurred, and we thought it was funny.
So then
when
what
the
was your
cat
problem?
couldn't find his freaking dish
That's
and was
not
starting
true.
Wait,
right,
but
I'm
Franklin,
wrong,
but even that argument
Is
is
this
wrong,
what you
Ron.
called me in for today, by the way?
Yes, it wasn't that Gina is going to be playing.
Yeah, I know.
What?
All
What
fucking
is
night I'm
this?
sitting out. I tell him I have shit to do today. He's asking me to come in today to work on some stupid-ass project that doesn't happen. Just
Wait
so we
a
can
minute,
argue about this
I'm
bullshit that
lost
we could have
here.
argued all weekend about.
I'm completely lost here.
I asked him to come in because we're going to talk about Guns N' Roses in Cuba. Because I knew
Why
he
are
wouldn't.
Guns N' Roses going to Cuba?
They're not going to
They're
Cuba.
not. He was up all day on the internet looking it up. That's another joke.
You took all night to figure that one out?
Why would they?
That's another
Why would
practical
they
joke.
go to Cuba?
They're not going to
Right.
Cuba.
I
called
go to
Earl
him
yesterday.
on-
I'm like, Dave's doing some foolish bullshit tomorrow. You want to let me know about this? Earl tried his best not to let me know about this.
It's funny. It's not foolish bullshit.
It's foolish
You don't
bullshit when
get it.
you're sitting here arguing about like your time and arguing about shit that has nothing to do with anything.
Well, then stop coming in.
Is that the newlywed?
All right, HCJ, thank you.
Bye.
Mooch, thank you. Baby girl, thank you. Oh, by the way, you're very lucky you didn't hear the stuff Baby girl was saying. You would have really cried. You would have bawled your eyes out. She was brutal on those guys.
Yeah, she could get very good.
Brutal.
She has a little bit of an evil streak in her.
Listen to how his demeanor changes when it's about Baby Girl.
Right.
He's smiling, and it's.
I despise
it's a
you.
lovable.
It's hard to speak to you with any kind of
Why don't
freaking
you like
confidence.
him?
Because he's disgusting. It's just that simple.
How so?
You drink piss. You touch shit.
Not
You're
in months.
disgusting.
Not all the time.
Not in months.
Not all the time.
I'm
he
having a
does that.
very good streak of
All
not
right,
doing
fine.
that.
That's a streak. It shouldn't have to,
It's gonna
you shouldn't have to
continue.
compare a streak to a human being for not touching feces.
All right, here's Rob. Rob, you're on Run and Fez.
Oh, my God. I'm in pain. I'm yelling at my radio like a maniac. This comedy kryptonite, Franklyn, is killing me. Why is he on the show?
It's not just comedy.
Well, apparently he was
kryptonite.
tricked into it by being told GNR was going to Cuba. Why you just wanted to out this argument?
Yeah, and yes.
Which he could have told me. I would have came in anyway. At no point did I think Guns N' Roses were going to go to Cuba. You know what I mean?
And wait, hold on. I go to him, Ron. I go. I think Axel even supports Castro's brother as dictator. And he goes, interesting, Dandy. Interesting, Candy.
Here is Nick. Nick, you're on Run and Fez.
Yeah, Franklin, you sound like the whole of the show. You should just shut your mouth.
Well, here's the weird thing. We had holes that day, and they were all laughing their ass off.
He's not the kryptonite. He's not the hole. He is the Ron Fez hall monitor, where he has to run out and be like, no, you can't have any fun now. Because we have to be good here.
It did sound like he was trying to save Thanksgiving.
Right. And it's
like in a Hallmark special.
Did you hear all this stuff?
I heard what Baby Girl was doing, and then I knew there was arguing. I
Where
didn't know.
were you? Were you in here with us, or where were you?
I was in this room.
Where Baby Girl was just
laying into Craze and Spandyman. Why do you live? Why are you alive?
Yeah.
Why don't you think you should kill yourself?
Why we were all just sitting there? And this is well after the show. And I'm just and Craze is going like this. Well, I like to breathe. And, I'm going to keep on doing it.
No,
my wife likes me.
Why don't you just step in front of a train?
Well, I don't want to be hit by a train.
Now that's not worse than giving a guy a tray of ziti that was in the garbage can and saying, "We found your tray. It was in the garbage can."
Are you that hurt that I try to
Just
stop
simply-
your joke that this is even something that's worth
Franklyn,
talking
you
about?
couldn't hurt me in 1,000
Dave.
million years.
Yeah,
what you
sure.
do is
1,000
piss.
million?
You million.
What if he didn't get you tickets to the Big Havana show?
Hurt is different. I am pissed that you ruin fun. That's all. You're a fun ruiner. That's you.
And you're a dickhead.
The
You're just a
dandy
jackass,
ruin
Dave.
funner.
You have such a base fucking sense of humor that it's like, I don't even know why I'm even arguing with you about
Really?
this.
Is that why you call me brilliant for coming up with characters like Guy Geyerson,
Yeah, like,
Board
what,
Gossip,
4
Earl's
fucking months ago?
grandmother, and the most recent, the Davy Ray Southern
You know what?
Communion?
He's got a good point there. Remember when you shot the man
Genius.
on the street thing that we
Yeah,
never used?
that was like...
You were in tears. You
I
were
did.
going crazy.
That
Well, you
was
wouldn't
months
have
ago.
someone with a basic now. My fucking...
And it was 90% Dave,
I-
10% man on the street.
I feel like if anything, I've evolved since then, Franklin. So if my humor is based now, it was certainly
Oh.
based then. So you're lying.
This got sent to me, and I believe it's from Frenchie. Franklin has become the Al Dukes of XM. And that's the second worst thing you can say about a man. First, of course, is a gay.
That's not a bad thing. That's actually a compliment to some people.
Oh,
Yes.
compliment.
Sure. It's a perfectly normal, natural thing.
Just thinking about them sucking each other's dicks.
Come.
Yeah. Here is Jamie. Jamie, you're on Run and Fuzz.
Hey, buddies, Dick Holder 614.
What do you
What's up?
say, dude?
Hey, I just wanted to say, Franklin, were you that guy in school that would raise his hand and be like, "Oh, teacher, you forgot to give us homework. Weren't we supposed to have a test today?"
Would you listen to Dave? I mean, like, why would you even make this kind of impression of me based on what you've been hearing here today?
Sure. Now all the
That's a bunch of
callers.
foolishness.
Hey, Ron. All the callers are stupid and wrong. Apparently,
that's not right,
Dave,
Franklin.
you
Because
set up the
Franklin-
whole fucking thing for them. Of course they're going to have...
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what?
people can make up their minds for
I
themselves.
see you sitting here, you're covering your eyes, right? But let me ask you something. You and Franklin are running buddies, right?
Yeah.
And Franklin always comes to your rescue, correct?
Yes.
Why do you let him take on the pack? Where were you? Where you literally just fucking pulled down on him and left him out there on his own?
Well, I mean, I wasn't even aware what the situation was as far as what happened between him and
Do you
Smith.
got your buddy's back or not? In this
back-
situation.
I'll back him up, yeah.
But in this situation,
Yeah.
being a guy who's worked around comedy for so long,
Yeah.
do you think the big ziti in the trash is funny or not funny?
I can't lie. That was funny as shit. It was
I'm not
funny.
even questioning that it's funny. I'm not even.
Then what's your
I'm
question?
saying that after the joke was done, to take his tray,
That's part
cover it in
two.
shit, and then send it to him. Yes, it's part 2. It's a whole different thing.
Now, was it really in
No.
shit? Now, who, by the way, put the tray in the trash?
It was
Baby Girl.
Baby Girl did, and then I believe Sam put the Pop-Tart wrappers. Basically, everyone was looking at me for the green light, and I'm like, yeah, that's a funny joke. He takes all the anger out on me. Not one other person received the wrath of Franklin
You,
Candy.
you just don't like Dave.
No, not at all. Not
Don't-
at all.
You used to love him.
Don't cry,
I used to
Franklin.
love him. I used to love him.
What turned it for you?
When he started fucking my actual work aspects of what I do here, then I stopped. I lost respect for him.
That never
So
happened.
this is a personal thing. It's not about comedy at all. You just personally look for reasons to disagree with Dave.
Oh, today? No, Dave called me in here to disagree with me.
No, but I mean the other day. The reason why you decided to take out the thing on Dave is just personal. It had
Oh, no,
nothing to do
no,
with
no,
the
no.
joke
I tried to
itself.
stop Sam and Baby Girl in the back.
Sam.
Dave actually... I have an accent. Dave actually caught my
I know,
wrath
that's why
because he
I'm
tried to
laughing.
stop me in
what kind of
mid-motion.
accent? What kind of Brooklyn
See,
accent is that?
This is
anyway?
the thing. I'm just explaining to you. Obviously, you talk like people in your neighborhood. I'm busting balls when I point it out. That's all. It doesn't even mean anything real.
If his neighborhood belonged to George Plimpton, because I've never heard someone from Brooklyn with that accent. Yes, Sam. Let's go to the water slide. I did a thing with Norman Mailer. We covered in Muhammad Ali, Zaire. It was great.
Brian, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, I want to ask Franklin, who the fuck does he think he is, judging people like Dave, who makes the fucking show funny, when he contributes nothing? You know what?
Don't, take a deep breath, Brian. I have very base humor. I'm for you stupid people. That's essentially what Franklin's inferring to. I'm just for dummies. So everyone
Is that what you're saying, Franklin?
Anyone who
No,
likes
not
me
at all.
stupid.
I'm saying Dave's an ass. Dave had.
You just had base humor.
You do have base humor.
So anyone who likes me calls up with a dick card.
That has
they're
nothing
assholes.
to do. Why are you gonna fucking take the other side of the extreme?
They're
You think
stupid.
the people who call in can listen to more intelligent conversation, find humor on a higher level?
There aren't any cards.
Are you saying that everybody who's listening to the show is listening to you over Fez or Ron?
No,
then that's what you're saying. If everybody can find something else,
calling with dick cards. I was being very specific, Franklyn. Oh,
Well, why are you mad,
Franklyn? Stop tearing up too. By the way,
tearing, dude. I'm gonna.
You ready to knock him out?
Dude, I'm so close. I'm having a hard time with it, man. I really am past the point of my own personal levels.
Well, that's something a human being has to be able to control.
I know.
Okay? While you're talking about being a civilized person,
Mm-hmm.
that's something civilized people have to do. To be able to talk things out without thinking, I'm just going to start punching him.
and they also have to control their tear ducts.
I will say
tears are
this.
about to come
We
down.
do this show all the time, and we never have security looking in the door, ready to come in
Ready
and
to
break
jump.
things up.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's because of you don't.
I know it's because of me, because you pushed me to a level of lunacy. You fucking jackass.
Seriously, that is funny.
That's funny. That's a child rolling on a fucking floor looking like a 4-year-old.
That you
I can't
are
respect
ready
him
to
as a
knock
man.
him out,
I can't.
though. You're saying that you're ready to
It's
hit
so
him.
hard not to.
Over
It really
something.
is.
Ziti, your
Yes,
your thing is
foolishness.
this. Think of a human being's feelings. Ziti should not be thrown in the trash. Yet you're now saying because of stupid humor, you're ready
right.
to punch a
You're
person.
absolutely right. He takes me down to terrible levels.
And talk like a supervillain.
But again, you're not taking responsibility for where your
You're
anger's gotten
absolutely
you.
right. It's my fault for letting him get me this angry. It
And he
is.
doesn't talk like a supervillain.
You're driving me to the point of lunacy. Meanwhile,
You think any word that's 3 syllables is fucking supervillain because it's just bigger than your vocabulary?
he's saying that while drinking the daintiest cup of Lipton tea. It's like, you're not that tough, that much of
You
a
are
tough
so
guy.
afraid of me, aren't you? You have no idea how
I
that
could
I
not
can
be less
who I
afraid
am.
of a human being
Dude,
in my
you are
life.
so fucking scared of me. It's unbelievable. You cannot even sit here and not attack me. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anyone so threatened by me from the second I came in
dude,
here.
we're
You're
in-
threatened by me.
I am.
You are
really,
so
I'm not.
threatened
Even
by
looking
you.
at me anymore.
You're
I'm not
threatened by me.
Because the
I'm
microphone's
sitting here
playing this way,
crying.
Franklyn.
I'm crying. I'm doing this. That's bullshit, and you know it. You know.
Your lips are quivering and your eyes are getting misty.
My
I'm
lips are
sorry
quivering.
If I have good fucking vision.
Fucking vision. You can't even see.
Franklin, you got to remember it's radio. And we
I'm
got
sorry.
to keep
Yes.
everything going.
Yes.
That's the thing about keeping your fucking in the groove. All right? Here's Sam. Sam.
Yeah, first of all, Dave is brilliant, and what could be more base than crying and threatening to fight somebody in an argument? Now,
He's true.
I was sitting out there when Baby Girl did the thing and when he was arguing with Dave. He was screaming back and forth with Dave. Dave goes, "Why aren't you yelling at her?" And he hugs Baby Girl and says, "He doesn't realize you have these," and points to her tits.
Oh,
That
my
is,
God.
dude, you took the words and switched it. That's what
Whoa.
Dave said. He says you
No.
don't yell at her because she has tits. Don't fucking lie,
No,
Sam.
you said that, Franklin.
All right, fine.
He said it.
He said.
Fine.
And Sam is
And then
very
I
truthful.
agreed with her. I agreed with you. That I will give her more chance because of the fact that she's who she is over you.
No, you give her a chance because she's a female. Pure and simple.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tits thing.
Good job, Sam. Good job, partner, for exposing
Yeah, I
the
got your
truth.
I got your back.
Sam. Do you not?
I got this. You got to protect his partner right now. Do a little show stuff.
He was the one who put the garbage on the
Well,
tray.
you got
Which
Earl.
I ign-
No, Earl said. We're all
Maybe,
afraid of a
Sam.
guy who wears poet scarves when it's 70 out.
Scarves.
There's a little gay scarf. I got nothing against a scarf.
By the
it's-
way, man.
You're right.
That is not the worst thing. It's fine for a scarf. It's fine for a man.
Is it Slinky?
To molest children?
It's not what it's for. It's to keep warm.
Here is, let's go over here to John. John, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, the worst thing you could call a man isn't gay.
Oh, no?
It's Franklin.
All right, that's not fair.
It's the same, John.
I like to get some Franklin fans on this. We already got Earl. You've had his back pretty good through this.
Yeah, I try to support whenever
Yeah,
I
you've
can.
you've done well. You're Tonto. You are.
Hello, Ron. This is Timmy, Franklin's #1 fan. I love him so much because he fucks me hard.
All right, just doesn't even make sense. That's the stupidest.
Hey, maybe base humor was right.
Seriously, the worst thing you can say about a man is that he's gay.
True.
There is far worse things than you could say. Gay isn't even an insult. You could say someone is a thief. You could say someone is a murderer.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. Here's Gary. Gary, you're on Run of Fez.
Buddies, how you doing?
Yeah, good.
Hey, first, I look at it this way. You guys are like MASH 4077s. And at first I thought he was Frank Burns, but he turns out to be Charles Emerson Winchester.
All right, that's funny.
Oh.
Winchester's funny.
Later.
Winchester was funny.
See,
now I know you don't get humor.
Yeah. He's going to turn around now.
Putting me as
try and
the
get the listeners to
Winchester.
like him. That's how it starts. Doesn't stay with anything. It's just, oh, maybe the listeners are going to dislike me, Mandy Candy. I better switch. Go to their side on Mandy Candy.
Why are you laughing, Earl? Why are you laughing if it's not funny?
I was laughing at the Mandy Candy.
Sure, that's funny.
It's a drop, basically. Candy.
Stop it. Here's Clarence. Clarence, you're on Run of Fez.
Yes, isn't it, Franklin, isn't it funny when Dave gets hit with a cowbell?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Good point.
I'm a little confused.
He's saying that you are not consistent.
I know you're confused, but Guns N' Roses are not playing Cuba.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
First of all, and the early scans, Dave.
Yeah.
Falling very, very short. And you're going to... What was the bet that you had with Earl?
That I think Sam has the Ultimate Warrior paint or the shaved head. You have to either do Ultimate Warrior or shaved head.
I thought it was shaving the head. You
Was
sacrificed that beautiful head.
Still, by the way, I have been dying to see the Ultimate Warrior paint. Just so...
I think it's an option of the two.
I do like the Ultimate Warrior look. And it really is gone. It's
He's
sad.
going to be horrified about that. Well, I
All right,
guess...
let's take this back to the beginning.
Okay.
Dave, your friends were inappropriate throwing baked ziti into the trash can, so Franklin got mad at you. But a lot of this, Franklin, has to do with he drives you crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, I'm constantly upset by things that wouldn't upset me from other people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a real shame, though, that you're hanging around us because we can... I hate to break it to you, the sense of humor on 202 can be a little vicious sometimes. Believe it or not, throwing baked ziti in the trash was cream puff stuff.
Don't throw those cream puffs away.
No, we won't.
From Papa Beards.
I meant that as an allegorical type deal. But the thing is, you don't make sense, Franklin. I'm sorry. And you're too sensitive.
Here's cigars and scotch.
Hey, Franklin can't listen to MacArthur Park. He feels bad for the guy that baked the cake. Why would they leave it in the rain? It took so long.
Spring was never waiting for us, dear. Well, is that a song, Dio? That someone left the cake out in the rain?
No, not a problem at all.
It's the same thing, though, with the ziti.
The ziti isn't the problem. Just to explain myself, it's not the act of throwing it away. That's not great. That wasn't nice, but I did understand where they did that. When he was looking for it and was clearly upset to the point where he's in that corner popping the pills and everything, I did.
That
feel
is
bad
not
for
why
him.
he was popping the pills.
Well,
He
that's
pops
what
the-
I had. That's
Well,
the
that's
impression
wrong.
I know.
He doesn't take pills because he's a lunatic. He has a bad back. He's a very funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very bright guy. I spent the afternoon talking with him.
Mm-hmm.
But he has back pain, so he takes pills.
Mm-hmm.
You think that someone who has back pain is retarded.
That's not
You're
true. I
constantly
thought that
looking...
might have had something to do with
No.
what was going on during the night.
The guy
My
has
problem
back pain.
was with the
and he
flaunting
wears
it in front of me.
spandex because he's into it on whatever sexual level. I think Spandy is a fucking panic. I
Yes.
was listening to shit that he was saying that day he killed. Crazed is by far one of my favorite fucking people in the world. I don't feel superior to them, and somehow you do.
Maybe my concern is viewed that way, but that's not what I feel in my heart. I don't feel like they're any lesser than I am.
But you think that because the guy couldn't find fucking his pan, that he had to take Oxycontin.
Yeah.
I just knew that that's what he was doing, and I thought that he was upset.
But that's Spandy, Franklyn.
He came in upset.
That's him.
I didn't know that.
That's his.
You
That's
know,
Spandy.
my point being is that if the cat looks like he's upset, I thought the joke went far enough.
What do you
and I
mean by the
mentioned
cat?
that.
Like a 1950s jazz fucking player?
And can I say, you should find out about some of these things before you feel this, need to step in, be the hero. I also know of something in Thanksgiving that you did that is against my personal rule.
What's that?
He gave some food to the enemy, and we'll just leave it at that. And I fucking was.
Are you shitting me?
I yelled at an intern named Lucas because I thought because I gave him the responsibility of being the food guard.
To guard the food,
Lucas,
correct.
All of a sudden, they see the enemy eating, and Lucas comes in, and I go, Lucas, what the fuck is with it? So I had to remount an intern who goes, Franklyn told me to stand down. Franklyn outranks me, quote unquote. This is quote unquote right from Lucas's mouth. He's here. He can verify this shit. And I was aghast, and I'm like, you don't know that? So if you don't know that, then you don't know this show.
Because of the fact that they were hovering around the food, I thought giving one plate
No,
keep them there.
They have made our fucking lives a living hell.
No,
I am
And we
so
had this-
pissed right now.
No,
That is months of work down the drain.
You don't let a fucking Nazi, if you're
Would
an
it have been
American.
better to have his hand in the turkey?
No, Lucas was there. You
Then
told
keep
Lucas
him
to stand
away.
down. Then that's
Right.
what Lucas
He is
was
kept
doing.
away because he's not liked.
I completely understand and have done that in the past.
And no, Lucas the intern was doing that, doing a hell of a job doing that. You told him stand down. It's what I got from Lucas.
Again, it's always the high moral ground.
Exactly.
It's feeling superior. I have to feed the world now.
And it ruined another thing that we had going. Another thing.
Here is somebody who is Franklin's fan now, George. George, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, this is George Takei. I'm Franklin's #1 fan. I'm calling in to defend him. Why, last summer we were on a Star Trek cruise.
All right. First of all, it's Takei. It's Takei, as in okay. Justice, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Franklyn, look, your inferiority complex has driven you to the point of this revelation. The rest of this show should recognize that you really you've used 202 to get your films out on the air, and now it's really come to light that no one likes you, and you should just go. Just go. Walk.
So I have an inferior complex this week. When last week I had overinflated ego. That doesn't even have consistency.
Can be one the same.
All right, here's Brazilian Julie, who was there the whole time. Julie, how are you, darling?
Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Hi,
Hey.
Ronnie. Yeah, I was there, and as you kind of all know, I'm a really nice person. I would never do anything
You're the
like
nicest
that to
person I
Sandy
know.
or Crazed, and I really try to never be mean to anybody, but I would never interfere with a joke when it was happening, and I completely agree with Dave, and I'm sorry, Franklyn, if you disagree, but I think it was kind of none of our business to go in there and disturb their joke. If they wanted to hurt him or, make him feel bad, let them make him feel bad. And from what I heard, he doesn't really feel that bad about what happened. So
No.
There's something you guys got to know about AJ Dynamite and Crazed and fucking Spandy. These are New York guys. These are fucking survivors. They can take care of themselves.
Absolutely.
They're not somebody that needs to be pampered. These are scrappy fucking guys.
And if Franklyn was on the phone with those guys 5 nights a week like I am, he would have known that. I love those guys. That's why I talk to him on the phone. And I don't talk down. I talk to them like about shit. He looks down at them.
What do you do like this? You're doing very well, Craze. You're working. You have a job at Walmart.
No, I ask AJ what his next plans are, and he tells me things of his comedy adventures.
It seems like, whoop, there goes Brazilian Julie.
And it's fun. I really enjoy it.
We got to take a break here. But the main thing is, for Christmas, and I know what it seems like, it's a long December. But Franklyn and Dave, we got to get you guys to be buddies again for Christmas and make a Christmas miracle.
I'd love that, Ron.
I know you would.
You know me.
Yeah.
My heart's full of love.
Right.
I'm magnanimous. I just want to be with my pal, Franklyn.
But the clock's ticking. There's not much time before
No,
Christmas.
there isn't,
Wow.
Fez.
We've got weeks.
No, Fez is right.
It's not like we have to clip the blue fucking wire or the red one.
I'd love to sit down and have some Lipton tea with Franklin one of these days and eat veggie food.
Is there any chance that you guys will be buddies again, Franklin?
Absolutely not. There's none.
Never ever?
I despise him as a human being.
Well, I'm going to say 100%.
Come on.
I do. I really
At
do.
Christmas.
It's out of respect to you guys that I haven't heard him, honestly.
That's just mean.
Okay, Rambo. Well, Ron, it's 100% from me, so it's 50-50 that Franklin and I will be on the same page.
Look, let me tell you something. I remember before when Fez and Mikey D used to battle, and now they are battling again, but this time to see who's the football champion of some stupid website. And those guys are buddies again. And hopefully Mikey will be able to come in real soon.
That's right. Yeah, Mikey and Fez
That's
back
great.
together.
I had no idea you guys are back
Yes.
together again.
That's what life is
That's
about,
very cool.
Franklin.
That's very
Friendship.
cool.
Takes
and that
football.
was Thanksgiving.
I think that's great, honestly.
And Christmas is the season for what?
Sharing?
Presents.
Presents, okay.
I want a fire engine tomorrow.
To match your hair.
A real one. I want a real fire engine. But you guys have got to learn to be friends again, Franklin. And you've got to stop thinking that the only way to settle things is by throwing hands.
I haven't been here in a while. I've been a very, very thoughtful and
That's not what I'm talking
angerful
about.
person.
You
yeah.
said that you were ready to throw hands
no,
today.
I agree.
And
I
security
agree.
had to stand here at
I
the door
completely agree. And I
because they thought
apologize
you were
for
out
that.
of your mind.
Yeah.
And that gets written up.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank you, Poe and Joe.
Poe and Joe. They're
And I
the
apologize
best.
to Poe and
More
Joe.
security
By
than a
the way,
GNR show in Cuba.
Thank you.
Master
Appreciate
Joe has quickly become my favorite person on the entire planet.
that. Mm-hmm. He's a good guy.
I would never throw his ziti away.
No.
I just want to be, Ron, is it too much to say that I just want me and Franklin to get along?
I know.
That's
I
what
know
this
what
was
you
all
want.
about. I was just trying to get us to love each other again. That's why I brought it up. And maybe he doesn't see it, but it was tough love.
When did you stop liking him?
I think when our project went south. Back in September.
It wasn't.
He blamed you.
It was he started to dislike me when I started busting his balls.
Okay,
That's what
because
happened.
Ron asked
Flat
you
out.
when you stopped liking me,
I
right?
know. I can perceive other people's feelings
Sure you
and
can.
bullshit.
Sure you
as
can.
soon as I started making fun of you, and not in a mean way, just saying.
Dave,
dandy
we
and
made fun of
candy.
each other from the day one.
No, I never.
We
did.
used to actually joke. We actually beatboxed foolishness together here. When you would rap and crap
and
over me.
I want to get
I
back
don't
at
even remember. That
this.
sounds
Right?
crazy.
So we used to definitely make fun of each other.
Sounds
constantly.
crazy.
I think
It's
you
when
guys
we
had
stopped,
left at that
when
point.
work stopped
What do you-
being
One at a
cool.
time.
What do you guys go back to 1982 when you're beatboxing for each other? All right, we got a break here. When we come back,
Maybe can we hug it out when we come back?
I don't know. I think.
All right.
It's up to you, Franklin. Would you hug it out?
No. It's best for him not to touch me, honestly.
All right. That hurts me.
What if Dave hugged Poe and you hugged Joe,
I'll
and
do
it was
that.
done through
Yeah, I got
security?
no problem hugging Joe,
It was
actually.
done
Joe's
through
a great guy.
yeah. Let's
He's been
bring in
great from the
security,
get-go. Come on,
and
Joe.
this is a hug that takes place through
I
security.
got Poe.
Yeah.
Come here, Poe. I love you, Poe.
Master
All right.
Poe, Master
There's-
Joe.
I love you too.
And every-
Getting hugged.
yeah. I know.
Sorry, Joe got caught on fire. I tried to hug Franklin.
Joe doesn't want to let go.
Sorry, I thought I hit Joe just now.
Sorry, Joe.
Brother, thank you.
All right, everything's good.
I feel better.
Yeah. It's sad, isn't it, though?
It is sad.
All we ever wanted, Fezzy, you and I's big dream was for the kids to get along. That's all we ever wanted.
Especially at the holidays, Ron.
Well, I call them holy days. I'll go. And today was a rough day. I mean, everybody was fighting. You did that horrible, crazy song that I don't know where you got the music from.
It was an original Christmas song. Pepper helped me pick out the music accompaniment.
The what?
Accompaniment.
You know what you should work in? Communications. That's where your strengths lie. We'll take a break. We're back. Ron and Fez.